I'm going to show you how to apply hot wax, as many of you I see that are still struggling with getting your application. As you can see in my pot, I have a lot of hot wax melted down. For those of you that only have a small amount in the bottom of your pot, you're not going to get as much on your spatula. When people say you get so much wax in one scoop, that's because I generally have more than I need in my pot. That's not going to affect any of the wax if you don't use it that day, because you can switch your heater off, let it go hard in the heater, and then when you're ready to use it again, you just switch it back on and melt it all down again in the same process. Once I've got my wax on the spatula, you can see I'm twizzle because it will stop it from dripping. I then place a little bit of the wax where I want to start, using the side of my spatula or the tip of my spatula at the front. I want to spread it nice and even. See how I've got slow control, nice movement with the hot wax. Nothing rushed. I'm not trying to be messy with it. I'm just trying to spread it nice and even so that my edges are all nice and clear where they are, not too thin and, you know, spread out over here and over here, because when I go to pull this strip off, I want it to come off in one piece. As you can see, it sets really quickly. You literally have a couple of seconds to get that spread on before it starts to go tackier. I want to get my handle. Now obviously I can't stretch my skin because my hand's down here, but whenever you go to pull wax, you should stretch the skin. Get your handle. Once you have your handle to pull, you then want to do it in one parallel pull towards the body. You don't want to go up to the sky because that's how hair snaps. Remember, we want to pull the hair from the root. So one quick firm pull, and then your strip should come off all in one piece. So a lot of people struggle to get rid of the stringy bits at the end of their wax strip. So let's just say I'm doing this. See that stringy bit that's coming off at the end? Look, as I come up, if the room is cool or colder, or your wax is starting to go a bit cold and set in, you'll find, look, that sticks to the spatula, that will string everywhere like a cobweb. You do a quick shake back and forward, and that breaks it so that you don't end up with stringy bits all over the place. So this is one of the reasons why it's good to get your consistency of your wax a lot more, what's the word I want to use? Oh look, there was actually hairs on my leg. How embarrassing. So you want it to be smooth. That's the word I'm looking for. Nice and smooth, and all the way through the actual heater, it should be like a clear honey all the way through. If you've got sections that are drying and they're a bit stiff, they're not spinning round like the same throughout the whole pot, then you just need to adjust the temperature on your heater.